What causes the physical symptoms of stress? Physical symptoms of stress can be triggered by grief over the death of a loved one, a sudden change in one's life, divorce, financial problems, trauma, having too many responsibilities, overthinking, family problems, or some work and school-related stress. Stress is your body's reaction to an event that has caused you feeling of frustration, anger, and nervousness. In a short period, stress can be helpful because it helps you reach certain deadlines and avoid danger. On the list below are 8 of the common physical signs of stress. These include decreased concentration, fatigue, insomnia, anxiousness and agitation, moodiness and irritability, overeating and substance abuse, agitation and restlessness, and apathy. Acne can also be a symptom of stress, but it is not always about stress when it comes to acne. It can be due to hormones or the things that we eat. But acne can always be an indication of stress and the most visible symptom of it. 8 physical symptoms of stress. Decreased concentration. Contradictorily, as decreased concentration is one of the physical symptoms of stress, it may boost your concentration for a short period. This is because the chemical substances released by your body during stress sharpen your mind and help you focus on the agendas at hand. This is very handy if you like to cram minutes before the exam. This is why some students prefer studying the night before the exams or minutes before the exam, because their mind is in a heightened state. But on the other hand, as time passes, the more stress you feel, the more it is difficult for you to concentrate. Therefore, it is still best to prepare beforehand, as such that you are not stressing your brain and have a clearer mind during examinations. Fatigue. Also known as emotional exhaustion. These physical signs of stress make you feel emotionally drained, and these arise after a long period of being under a lot of stress. A lot of things can also give rise to stress, and these include life-changing events in one's life, difficulty in work, having many responsibilities, and having chronic conditions. Insomnia. Sleep is very important, and losing sleep can greatly affect your day-to-day activities. Insomnia has been known to be one of the physical symptoms of stress for a long time. As such, a lot of research has been done and has proven that stress is a huge factor in someone's lack of sleep. This is due to the tension in the body when you experience stress. It is better to find stress management techniques such as physical exercises and aromatherapy to reduce stress, because if insomnia is stress-related, until you eliminate your stressor, it will never solve your lack of sleep. Anxiousness. As stress is the body's reaction to stress, anxiety is our body's reaction to stress, making it one of the most common among the physical signs of stress. Therefore, long-term exposure to stress can cause long-term anxiety and might lead to panic attacks and other mental health problems such as depression. Moodiness and irritability. When you experience stress, you'll likely become more intolerable of the situations surrounding you. Other things that can contribute to your moodiness and irritability are loss of sleep and exhaustion, which are also other examples of physical symptoms of stress. Overeating and substance abuse. At first, stress will shut down your appetite, but after a long time, it becomes one of the physical signs of stress. Stress also affects your preference for food. Ingestion of fatty, sugar-filled food seems to relieve stress. Cortisol, the hormone released during stress, will increase your hunger and will hype up your motivation, including your enthusiasm to eat. It also said that stress symptoms in women are different from the stress symptoms in men. While women tend to overeat, men tend to smoke, and drown in alcohol. In a Finnish study, it was shown that obesity due to stress eating is much more common in women than in men. Agitation or restlessness. When you are under a lot of stress, your body will be in a heightened state and you'll likely experience an adrenaline rush, causing your body to become agitated or restless. Stress is also associated with restless legs syndrome, also known as Willeseekbaum disease. It is a condition where you have this urge to constantly move your legs because of the feeling of discomfort. Constantly moving your legs will temporarily calm your nerves. Apathy. Apathy is when someone shows no emotion and concern or becomes disinterested in something. When the situation is so stressful, you'll tend to withdraw from your stressor, and in worst cases, some may withdraw completely from society and just stops taking care of themselves until the time of their death. It is one of the natural physical symptoms of stress, especially when the situation is too much for your brain, and it just decides to shut itself down. How to manage stress to reduce its physical effects. While physical symptoms of stress are normal, they can become chronic if not managed properly. Chronic stress can lead to a variety of health problems, including heart disease, high blood pressure, and anxiety disorders. If you are experiencing physical symptoms of stress, there are a number of things you can do to manage your stress and improve your overall health. Exercise. Regular exercise can help reduce the physical symptoms of stress by releasing endorphins, which are hormones that have a mood-boosting effect. Relaxation techniques. Relaxation techniques such as yoga, meditation, and deep breathing can help to reduce muscle tension and promote relaxation. Healthy lifestyle. Eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and avoiding unhealthy habits such as smoking can help to reduce the physical symptoms of stress. Stress management. Stress management techniques such as time management, problem solving, and positive thinking can help to reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. When to seek help for physical symptoms of stress. If physical symptoms of stress are impacting our daily lives or causing us to stress, it might be worth seeking professional help. A general practitioner can provide support and advice, and may refer us to a therapist or counselor if they think it would be helpful.